Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the Caesars Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Glad you're with us. It's Blake Groupie to get this one started, and off we go here in New Orleans. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. It didn't take long to see our first penalty of the game, did it?
We always talk about everyone wanting to get into the game in a hurry. The officials did as well.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to South Florida at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Just about set for football. Blake Groupie is ready to get us started. And we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. On the ground, this is LLe-ge-nd. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. LLe-ge-nd here. They stay on the ground. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Meanwhile, Tua's throw complete there to Smith. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Forced out to his left. And going deep for Hill. And this is caught inside the 5. It's a big play there for Miami. 41 yards.
Things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us for their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. LLe-ge-nd. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins are on the board first here this afternoon. Just power football there. Down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. So they went for 2 and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead. From his end zone, here's Rashid Shaheed. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. In motion right, Olave. And they'll fake the jet sweep there and instead hand to Kamara. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now it's the veteran Jamal Williams. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And Shaheed going to go in motion. Rattler now to throw on 1st and 10. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Behind the chains, 2nd and 13. To the air is Rattler. Flush to his right. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
I certainly liked what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit. And he gets a...
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They'll go. Here's Rattler. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and that will force a turnover on downs. Now LLe-ge-nd on 1st and 10. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. This 2nd and 4. Hill going to go in motion right. 6-0 our score after 1. 2nd down and 4. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. Up the middle, LLe-ge-nd. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Again, it's LLe-ge-nd. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. A give, running right, LLe-ge-nd. A great move in there, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carries, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Looking to pass. Tua. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And the Saints are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away? It could cost them a ball game.
So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17. A shotgun handoff now to Miller. And he'll be dropped just shy of the 35 at the 34. A pickup of 17 on a play that originated at the 17. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. 2nd and 9. Throwing is Rattler. Out to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And now off to the races, down the right side. He may go. And finally, wrestled down at the 11. A minute 52 to play until halftime. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 2nd and 6 with the ball on the 7. Kamara up the middle. And he's He's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. They run it again with Kamara. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On 4th down, here's Rattler. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Taysom Hill from 4 yards out. And the Saints go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Groupie able to add the PAT. And they take the lead here at 7-6. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission. Flushed out right. That one complete down the field to Smith. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. In motion left, Hill. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Steps away to his left. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
And his throw is going to be incomplete.
But nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the 1st down marker. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. The kick by Sanders is good, and the Dolphins have come back now to regain the lead. Now the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate, in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
On 1st and 10, it's Rattler. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Give him 18 there, and the Saints have a 1st down.
That's a nice throw there, and he's obviously feeling pretty good because, remember, he had a touchdown pass on the last drive, and here he comes out throwing again, and they wind up getting good yardage and a 1st down right out of the gate.
Throwing on 1st and 10, Rattler. He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's second down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will do it for this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. Oh, and some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Off the play fake, it's Rattler. Steps away. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big third down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Little short pass here to Hill. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. A run straight ahead with LLe-ge-nd. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, in every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game. Trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a 1st down. Running right, here's LLe-ge-nd. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll give this to LLe-ge-nd. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Over the middle, that's caught by Schwartz. Touchdown, Dolphins! Anthony Schwartz, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins have retaken a third-quarter lead. The two are going to try and throw for it. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage. Put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going,
look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Still going. 1 man to beat. And he will score. Touchdown, Saints. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs, as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. And he'll get into the end zone to push the lead up to a field goal. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And Hill will opt for the touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of the defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. On the handoff, it's Achane. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Tua on 4th down, being chased out left. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Will Harris. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A give. This is Kamara, and he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. They'll throw. Here's Rattler. Eluding the pressure right. Little short pass here to Hill. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Saints on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9 to Valdez-Scantling over the middle. And they're going to go for this. Just 1 for 3 so far on 4th down tries. They're trying again. Another catch for Valdez-Scantling. And out of bounds right around the 20. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
97.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. Give him 4 on the carry there. It's 2nd and goal.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you...
And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Jamal Williams punching it in from a yard away. And the Saints get an important score there to extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
The point after, good by Groupie. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. And going deep for Hill. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 78 yards. And the Dolphins have made it a 1-score game again here in the fourth.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this. I know you are, too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. And he'll get in for the 2 points, and in so doing, cut the deficit to 2 points. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. Oh, it's some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they've seen their lead nearly extinguished after that last score. But bottom line, they are still on top with the football. And a touchdown on this drive would really put them in position A. 52 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
And what a tough spot for this defense, because they know it's coming, but they're just powerless to stop it. What a great run there to start the drive. And you can bet there'll be more where that came from as they try to ice this game away.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Again, it's Kamara. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43.
I like the call there, because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
From the 43, it's 2nd and 3. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring it up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Kendre Miller. 44 yards. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from the Superdome. Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
Here we go, set, yellow, 43.
In motion right, Olave.
Let's go.
And they'll fake the jet sweep there and instead hand it Kamara. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down.
Nice chunky yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 6. Coming left is Kamara. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll try and throw with Rattler. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. 52 yards. And the Saints need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. Walking into the stadium, we saw a ton of people donning the jerseys of this rookie quarterback, so you know they love that opening drive, and he throws a touchdown pass.
You get a little bit of confirmation about what they had hoped, right? Because they thought they had a quarterback. They're thinking they have a quarterback. You do this, they believe they've got a quarterback. Look at them elbowing each other up in the stands. That's our guy.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and that will bring up 2nd down. Hurts. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, he
tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. Down to about the 45.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Now flags will come in. And I think this is against the Saints up front. The false start backs them up 5. 1st and 15. Following the penalty, it's Kamara. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 6. Now Rattler. A pass complete downfield. It's Valdez-Scantling. Touchdown, New Orleans. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 32 yards. And the Saints have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Groupie for the extra point. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's got Smith here.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 22 yards there, a 1st down. Running left, it's Barkley. And this time they're able to bottle him up as he'll stop him at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Smith. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 39. Hurts going to keep it running right. Powers through. And he's taken down inside the 30. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, 29 yards. And the Eagles have got it back to within a score. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it as we resume action. Elliott now to kick this one away. From his end zone, here's Rashid Shaheed. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute. But did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it. And afterwards, they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Now they'll change things up. Running with Kamara. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Second down and a yard.
Watch out now. Safety series.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Miller. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Now it's the veteran Jamal Williams. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. A give to Kamara running right. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Seventh play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
17.
They run it again with Kamara. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Rattler wants to throw it. That's to his running back, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. So the fourth down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10. Now a give up the middle to Williams. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
2nd down and 3. In motion right, LLe-ge-nd. They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Here's Rattler. Buying time to his left. And he gives himself up, but not before he gets the conversion. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the 1st half. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. A shotgun handoff now to Miller. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. On 2nd down, here's Miller. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Here's 3rd and a few inches. He'll look to throw. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Now we get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the 1st half. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. He'll look to throw. That'll be taken in by Shaheed. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Looking to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. A great play there in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Saints will extend their lead here just before halftime. Groupie able to add the PAT. And it's now 21-7. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts. He's going deep for Brown. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the 1st half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
LLe-ge-nd with a PAT, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. And we welcome you back now alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. And some room to roam now. And this is going to be an Eagles first down as he gets it up past the 35.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Again, it's Barkley. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
Play clock down to 5, and they're going to burn a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5.
On the draw, this is Barkley. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
I know flashy plays, splashy plays, as people like to call them, that attracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control a ball game. And I love the game plan they've got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard gains. Didn't force the ball downfield. Picked it up on the ground.
Yeah, offensive line, they're getting it done.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback, as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there, because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
Brian Brzee, the man to bring him down.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. When we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, mini camp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd.
Here's Hurts to throw. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Will Harris.
And the Saints are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. The 4th down, they felt compelled to go for it, and he throws the INT.
Yeah, he knows that you can't take a sack there, so he had to try and force one in. Now, this might not be a throw he makes if we're in the 2nd quarter, but he had to take the chance there, and this one wound up being intercepted.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. They begin on the ground with Kamara.
And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. A gain of just 1. From the 48-yard line, here's a 2nd down and 9.
A 10th carry for Kamara. Calling an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. His longest run of the game right there, and a pretty good time for it. A huge 3rd down conversion late.
Love the mindset. Love the way he flipped the switch late in the game, needed a big run, and helped produce it with great leverage from the offensive line. But you also know what happens, too. The defense stacks the line. So if you can break through that first barrier.
Touchdown, Saints. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Saints have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here this 4th quarter. They have to love seeing that from their young quarterback here in the 4th quarter, able to further that lead with a touchdown pass.
He didn't go turtle, did he? And you know what I mean by that. I had an old coach used to say all the time, hey, when we have a lead late, don't just tuck in and try and ride it out. Go out and play and extend the lead. And that's what he did.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
And A.J. going to pick up an Eagles first down as the tackle going to be made up at the 37. The time becoming a factor. Down 2 scores, though they have 2 timeouts and, of course, the 2-minute warning to work with as well. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. This one goes out wide for Barkley.
And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you'll give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time is going to run off the clock.
Here comes 2nd down and 5.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
He finds him again, Saquon Barkley.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
Here's first down.
Back to throw again.
And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley.
And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. This is Smith with a grab. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
The 2 timeouts still remaining, but scoring quickly a must. It's 1st and 10.
Again, he'll drop to throw. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15.
Here's 2nd down and 3.
They'll look to throw again. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Paulson.